Welcome to Egypt, one of the oldest and most fascinating countries on earth. Officially known as the Arab Republic of Egypt, this land is often called the cradle of the civilization, where ancient history meets modern life. Egypt lies in the northeast corner of Africa with a small part, the Sinai Peninsula, in Asia, making it a transcontinental country. As of 25, Egypt's population is estimated to be around 114 million people, making it the third most populous country in Africa after Nigeria and Ethiopia. The total land area of Egypt covers about 1,001,450 square kilometers, a vast territory where nearly 95% is desert. But the Nile River Valley and Delta give life to its people. The Nile River, the longest river in the world, flows from south to north across Egypt, and almost all Egyptians live along its fertile banks. Egypt is surrounded by two great seas. To the north lies the Mediterranean Sea, connecting Egypt to Europe, while to the east, the Red Sea links it to Asia and Arabian Peninsula. The country's highest point is Mount Catherine, located in the Sinai Peninsula, reaching 2,629 meters above sea level. The mountains hold religious importance for Christians and Muslims alike and is near the famous Mount Sinai, where it is believed that Prophet Musa received the Ten Commandments. The national flag of Egypt was officially adopted on October 4, 1984. It consists of three horizontal stripes, red, white, and black, with a golden eagle as the center, known as Eagle of Saladin, a historic symbol of strength and unity. Religion plays a central role in Egyptian life. About 90% of Egyptians are Sunni Muslims, while a small percentage are Christians. Mainly belong Coptic Orthodox Church, one of the oldest Christian community in the world. Religion influences everything from Egypt, festives and traditions to its art. The sound of the call to prayer echoes across countries and villages, reflecting the deep faith of its people. The official national language of Egypt is Arabic, especially the Egyptian Arabic dialect, which is widely spoken and easily understood across the Arab world. English and French are also taught in schools and used in business and tourism. Today, Egypt continues to grow. The major projects like new administrative capital, Suez Canal expansion, and modern infrastructure connecting its past to the future. Egypt is a land of contrasts, where desert meets Nile, where the ancient world lived alongside the modern, and where history continues to inspire millions. From its flag and mountains to its faith and people, Egypt stands proudly as a symbol of endurance and civilization. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories around the world. Egypt follows a unitary semi-presidential republic system of government. This means the country has both a president and a prime minister, who shares responsibilities in running the nation. The president is a head of state and oversees defense and foreign affairs, while the prime minister leads the government and manages internal policies. Egypt's capital city, Cairo, is the center of political power and a home to House of Representatives, the national parliament responsible for making laws. Egypt's political system is based on Constitution of 2014, which guarantees citizens' rights and outlines the balance of power between branches of government. Egypt's government combines modern democratic structure with deep-rooted national traditions, reflecting the strength and unity of its people. Welcome to Egypt, a land of mystery, beauty, and one of the oldest civilizations on earth. From the mighty Pharaohs to the eternal Nile River, Egypt's story stretches over 5,000 years of history, achievement, and wonders that shaped the world. Long before the pyramids and kings, small communities began forming along the river Nile over 7,000 years ago. Each year, the Nile flooded its banks, leaving behind rich black soil, perfect for farming wheat and barley. The people worshipped nature, especially Ra, sun god, and Hapi, the god of the Nile, believing both control their life and crops. Over time, Egypt divided into two reigns, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. Around 3100 BCE, a great ruler named King Narmer, also known as Menes, united Upper and Lower Egypt, creating the first great Egyptian kingdom. Memphis, near modern-day Cairo, king believed to be half god and half human. During this time, the Egyptians developed hieroglyphics, one of the world's oldest writing systems, using pictures to record law, history, and prayers. Next came the third dynasty, ruled by Pharaoh Djoser, who built the step pyramids of Saqqara, the world's first stone pyramid, designed by his genius architect Imhotep. Then came the Old Kingdom, Egypt's golden age of pyramid building. Pharaoh Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure built the magnificent Pyramids of Giza. Pyramids of Giza, still standing tall, more than 4,000 years old. These pyramids, along with the Great Sphinx, became symbol of royal power, Egyptian belief in the afterlife, where kings would live forever among the gods. A religion guided every part of Egyptian life. They believed in hundreds of gods and goddesses. Ra ruled the sun, Osiris ruled the afterlife, Isis protected magic and families, Anubis guided the dead. Pharaohs were seen as living gods, chosen to keep Maat, the divine balance of truth, order, and harmony. That's why tombs were filled with prayers, food, and even pets. All needed in the next word. Egyptians believed death was not the end, but a new beginning among the stars. After centuries of glory, Egypt faced drought and weak rulers. The kingdom broke apart. This was the first intermediate period, but later strong kings restored unity in the Middle Kingdom, bringing back trade, art, and culture. Then came foreign invaders, the Hyksos, who introduced new weapons and chariots. This began the second intermediate period, a time of struggle and learning. From this chaos rose the most powerful era, the New Kingdom. Pharaohs like Thutmose III, Akhenaten, and Ramses II expanded Egyptian into mighty empire. Queen Hatshepsut, Egypt's first great female ruler, proved women could rule like kings. Temples like Karnak and Luxor showed Egypt's wealth and devotion. And deep in the Valley of Kings, pharaohs were built in secret tombs filled with prayers for eternity. The most famous of them all, Tutankhamun or King Tut, whose tomb was discovered almost untouched in 1922. Over time, Egypt weakened again. Foreign powers, Libyans, Nubians, Assyrians, and Persians ruled the land. Then in 332 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered Egypt and founded the city of Alexandria, a new center of learning and culture. After his death, Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh, tried to restore Egypt's power. But after her defeat by Rome, Egypt became part of Roman Empire. That marked the end of ancient Egypt's rule, but not its legacy. Even after thousands of years, Egypt's influence remains. Its architecture, religion, art, and science shaped the world. The pyramids, hieroglyphs, and stories of gods continue to inspire our imagination. Egypt, the gift of the Nile, the land of the pharaohs, will forever be remembered as one of the humanity's greatest civilizations. The Great Pyramids of Giza, the mystery that still stands. Over 4,500 years ago, in the heart of Egypt, a wonder was born, a momentum that defies time itself. The Great Pyramids of Giza, standing at 147 meters tall. It remains the tallest structure on Earth for more than 4,000 years. Even today, it's a symbol of mystery, power, and brilliance of ancient engineering. The massive pyramids weighs nearly 6 million tons, made from limestone and granite blocks, some as heavy as 80 tons each. To put that into perspective, the Eiffel Tower in Paris weighs only 10,000 tons, a fraction of Great Pyramid's colossal mass. And yet, thousands of years ago, when there were no cranes, no machines, and not even wheels, the ancient Egyptians built something that still stands strong today. How did they do it? That question has baffled scientists, historians, and engineers for centuries. Most experts believe that Pharaoh Khufu, the ruler of Egypt's 4th dynasty, commissioned this grand momentum around 2560 BC to serve as his tomb. Because the ancient Egyptians believe in life after a death, they thought death wasn't the end, but the beginning of a journey to the underworld. So Pharaoh built these pyramids to protect their bodies and prayers from eternity. Inside they placed food, gold, jewelry, furniture, and clothes. Everything a king might need in the next world. But when archaeologists entered the Great Pyramids, they found only an empty sarcophagus. No mummy, no prayers, just silence and mystery. Many believe the tomb was looted thousands of years ago. Others say the real secret chamber of Khufu still lies hidden deep inside. Texts found on the pyramids confirm that they were built as royal tombs. But because no writing was found inside Khufu's pyramid, alternative theories began to spread. Some said it was a power plant generating ancient electricity. Others claimed it was granary built to store crops, and of course the famous alien theory that begins from another world helped humans build it. But historians agree the Great Pyramids was built by Egyptians, not aliens. So how did they lift those gigantic stones? There are several fascinating theories. One says they used ramps, long sloping paths made the mud bricks and wood, pulling the blocks by using sledges on wet sand to reduce friction. And other theories suggest levers and pulleys, simple machines that help lift each stone level by level. Recent discoveries even shows ancient ramp and wooden systems used in nearby quarries, proof of their incredible engineering skills. It's believed that about 20,000 to 30,000 skilled workers built the Great Pyramid in around 20 years, working 10 hours a day. There were no slaves as one thought, but well-fed, trained craftsmen who lived in nearby workers' villages. They were proud Egyptians united in creating something eternal, a momentum for their king and their civilization. Originally, the Great Pyramids was covered with white limestone casing stones which reflects the sunlight so brightly that it shone like a star across the desert. Most of that outer layer has worn away with time. But at the Pyramid of Khafre, you can still see a part of it near the top. The Great Pyramid is perfectly aligned to the north with an error of only 1/15th of a degree, a level of precision that modern engineers still admire. And remember, this was done without a compass or GPS. Some researchers believe the Egyptians used the stars for alignment, especially the 3 stars of Orion's belt, which appears to mirror the layout of 3 pyramids of Giza. Whether by star or sun, the accuracy remained one of the greatest achievements in human history. Even after 4,500 years, through earthquakes, storms, and shifting sands, the Great Pyramids of Giza still stands. Imagine walking through a temple so vast, so monumental, that every step feels like stepping into another world. Welcome to the Great Temple of Amun-Ra at Karnak, in the ancient city of Thebes, the crown jewel of ancient Egyptian architecture and devotion. Karnak Temple wasn't built by one ruler. It grew over centuries, each pharaoh adding his own courts, columns, and gateways. Together they created a sacred city within a city, a colossal complex surrounded by 9 meters thick walls, a vast sacred lake and smaller temples scattered across the site. And stretching from Karnak to Luxor, an avenue of sphinxes connected these sacred spaces, forming one of the most impressive ceremonial routes in the ancient world. A temple experience begins long before you enter. A grand avenue lined with ram-handed sphinxes, each holding a small figure of a pharaoh between its paws, a symbol of divine protection. Then come the obelisk monuments, carved from symbol blocks of granite reaching toward the heavens to honor the god and the kings who built them. Every structure, every statue was meant to prepare your mind and spirit for the divine word that awaited inside. The entrance itself is marked by enormous pylons, massive stone gateways that represent both the boundary and the beginning of the sacred realm. Their shape wider at the base and narrower at the top. Even today, faint traces of original paint still giving us a glimpse of the temple's vibrant colors. The great hypostyle hall, a forest of 134 colossal columns, fills the space, some rising as high as 24 meters. Light filters in through high clerestory windows, illuminating the carved hieroglyphics that tell stories of God and kings. Walking among these columns, you can't help but feel small, surrounded by stone pillars that have stood more than 3,000 years. Deeper within the temple lies the sanctuary of Amun-Ra, the most sacred chamber. Here priests once tended to the statue of god Amun, dressing it in fine linens and presenting offering every morning. The chamber is dark and silent, symbolizing the hidden power of Amun. Nearby lies the sacred lake where priests performed rituals, cleaning before ceremonies, launched small boats for sacred processions. Though the layout may seem irregular, every part of Karnak serves a purpose. Egyptian temples were designed around a spiritual journey, from the open sunlight courtyard to darker, more intimate chambers. The telescoping hierarchy mirrors the journey from human world to the divine. As you move deeper, floor rise, ceiling lower, and light fades, guiding worshippers toward the heart of the sacred. The Temple of Amun-Ra in Karnak is more than stone and history. It's a testament to human devotion. Standing within its hall today, you don't just see the past, you feel it. A story carved in stones,